Hi, we are John and Kathy Davis. We've been members here at Hunt's Church for 37 years. And just to kind of give you a background of how we started with our faith. John, you want to go first?
Sure. When I was younger, we always went to Sunday school every Sunday. I was involved in the Scouts at the church I went to, and then also did youth group for a little bit. So that's kind of my background there.
So John was a member of a Methodist church. Mine was a little bit different. I was brought up in a Catholic church. We didn't go every Sunday, but we hit the big holidays, Easter, Christmas. I did CCD and went through the sacraments of the Catholic Church. When we first got married, we weren't going to church. I think we were faithful people that loved God and Jesus, but we kind of didn't have a set path going to church. But then when we had our children, Jeremy's 39, so when he was 2 and I was expecting with Eric, we decided that that was a priority, that we wanted to raise our children in a Christian faith. And at that point, I kind of felt more of a calling to the Methodist church. And we were looking for churches, and John's sister, Linda Cole, and I kind of surveyed the area. We went to a couple different Methodist churches, and when we got here to Hunt's, it just felt like home. Dave Highfield was a pastor, and some of the members of the church that I remember fondly welcoming to us, and it was Dan Funderburg and Becky Paulini are the names that stand out with me, but everybody was welcoming. And we decided this was going to be our home. This was, where we came, and our kids. Go ahead, you want to talk about the boys, what they
wanted? So the kids were involved in Sunday school. They went through senior high together and Camp Hope. When they were younger, as a family, we did the food collection for the Assistance Center of Towson Churches, and we did that, involved them in that. So we've been involved in the church in different mission projects. Eric was an Eagle Scout, and he had his project was the Memorial Prayer Garden that's outside behind the Agape House.
Raising our boys through this church, it's been an extension of our family. So we've become intentional Christians, making the effort to be part of a church. And it's like our church family. We have some of our best friends are members here. We've been through lots of ministers. We really love Carissa. But just wanting to be part of this and to share with other Christians.
So I think along the way, I became more involved in church. We always helped out with the different mission projects or the turkey dinner or just things around the church. We tried to help out where we can. I joined the praise band. It's been over 20 years now. I've done that pretty faithfully, not missing too many Sundays. So along the way, the need came up a few years back. Someone needed to lead the praise band, and so I did that. And I think my faith increased during that time. Reverend Carissa would have what she was going to talk about for the sermon each week, what the scriptures were. So I started reading the scriptures more and more in order to pick out the songs that went along with the service. So that was a way that, my faith increased, and I was able to, I really dug in a little bit more than what I would have ever done.
And anybody that knows John, he's not a front and center kind of guy. When he played, before he took on the leader role, he'd be in the background, but he was singing, he was up front, he was leading. I was really proud of him because it certainly was a step out of his comfort zone, but it showed how the Spirit worked in you and brought you, to the place where you were needed. I think he did a great job. I'm a little biased, but. And our son Eric was also part of the praise band. And the only problem he had was us getting him up early on Sunday morning.
So yeah, he was in high school and he played bass for the band.
And loved it.
And once we were involved with the kids, I think our faith grew over the years.
Yeah. Just having children too, we knew there was more to it than just going day by day, that this was a little miracle to them that came to us and how important it was. And we just wanted to continue that journey and learn more. And I think when my mom passed too, that was another time that there were some things that happened during her end days that really just kind of drew me to, she's gone somewhere beyond this. It was sad, but yet I think that, we realize that there's more than what we have here.
We've had built a community of friends and people throughout the years. Some of our best friends go to church here.
And we love seeing the young families now too. I mean, that's just like a rebirth of the church, and they're being involved in things and seeing their kids happy on Sunday.
And also, I think when you're doing something for others, it's helping them, but it's also helping you by giving you purpose and meaning in your life also.
Absolutely.